All right, it's been a few minutes since the last Pixel 4 leak. Looks like we have another one. This one's kind of special though, because this is a full promo video showing the entire device in its entirety before it's even announced. We don't even know when the announcement date's going to be. It should just be today because, quite frankly, everything we know about this device has already been leaked onto the market. I find it kind of funny that they obtained it one day before the Apple event. It looks like Google wants that last minute in the spotlight before Apple steals the show. Now, a bunch of these leaks we already know about, but a lot of this video reaffirms those leaks so that we know exactly what's coming to this device. The first one is the Soli sensor. Like, I'm kind of excited about this, assuming Google can perfect this technology. It's basically a sensor that doesn't rely on the camera, that allows you to use your hands to do specific gestures. Imagine changing your song by swiping your hand or going back and forth between different web pages. Imagine you're sitting in your car and you have your phone mounted onto the dashboard and you want to change the song without looking away from driving. That has potential safety features baked into this, considering its use cases. But the promo video also shows a bunch of new stuff that we haven't really seen before. The camera we know is gonna be better than last year's Pixel 3. We know it's gonna have a third sensor. It's gonna have a new motion feature, being able to do sports photography or fast movement. Like, have you ever seen a picture of a sports photo where you have a football or a hockey player and everything in the background is completely blurred? In order to do that, you need a high-end DSLR with a specific lens. You can't do that with a smartphone. So it looks like Google is going to use the 3 sensors on the back with heavy AI and heavy computational photography to make this happen. The next thing is this new Astrophotography feature, being able to take pictures of the stars and get a nice clear image. Now, we've seen something like this with the Huawei P30 Pro, where you can like zoom in and take a picture of the moon. I don't know how Google's going to do this, but I guarantee, just like the motion stuff, they're gonna be using a lot of AI. They're gonna basically use computational photography for you to take that picture and then implement it or supplement it with database of stars that they have on their data centers. The thing though is that as long as they're upfront on how they do this and they don't make it sound like you're actually taking pictures of those stars in like full resolution, I think most people will be fine with that. Night sight is getting big improvements. No idea if it's gonna be better than Huawei's, but the Pixel 3 already does a fantastic job in night mode. As long as they can clear up that noise and provide a better, cleaner photo in night, Google's gonna have a killer camera on their hand. I don't know. It seems that Google is really focusing on the camera with this release and Google Assistant. Like, every year they talk about Google Assistant, but this year it's gonna be amped up again. It's gonna be on steroids. They showed off this cool feature in the promo video where you're able to say, open photos, and then in that photos, find my pictures from Tokyo, and then find food, and then it'll bring up food from Tokyo, basically using context to service your needs. Now, the design is what we expect. We're gonna have big chunky bezels on the top and bottom. It's gonna be a flat device and you're gonna have a square camera on the back. It looks like 2019 is gonna be the year of square cameras. But one thing that I noticed about this device compared to like a lot of the upcoming flagship smartphones in 2019 is that it's gonna be a very plain device. It looks like Google is prioritizing functionality and performance over a design. And I think that's very important for a lot of people because I can't stand sloped edges. I don't want a waterfall design because it's gonna make it difficult to type. You're gonna have a lot of palm rejections when you're doing things on your smartphone. And it looks like Google's staying away from that marketing hype and sticking with stuff with practicality. My boy Canoopsy said it the best on Twitter. They're going to be appeasing the user first, design second, and I think that's important for a lot of people. So that pretty much wraps it up for this little Google implementation for the Pixel 4. They pretty much announced the smartphone. I mean, at this point, they might as well just release it, not even have an event, release the promo video already. Let's get the Pixel 4 in our hands. One of the more exciting Android smartphones coming out in 2019. I want to review it. I want to show it to you guys. So if you want to see it, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions about the device sometime in the near future, if I read it, I will answer it in my full review. I'll see you guys in the next video.